feel like this thing is way off. Okay, maybe I'm centered there. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? Hello, hello. So we're going to let this thing get built real quick. We're going to love this video. Y'all going to love it, love it, love it. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. I am having an awesome day. Loving life, enjoying every minute of it. So as we are allowing this to get a little bit of an audience built for me, I am going to... What's up, guys? Hello, hello. What's up, Crystal? What's up, Scotty Boy? What's up, Josh? Hello, hello. What is up, guys? What is up? What's up, my man? So, hey, Ashley, how are you, hun? If you guys can drop me some likes, drop me some loves, definitely comment where you guys are viewing from. I always like to know where everybody's watching from. I'm going to go over 5 tips to keep your business from going into that dreaded plateau. We all hate it. Happens, though, in business. I'm going to tell you guys how to avoid that dreaded plateau that happens in business. It happens to any business. Businesses of all sort. And I've got 5 really, really, really prominent tips that are going to help keep you in the right mindset to keep your business growing, not keep your business and keep your business going. You know, because that's essential. That's what we want. You know, especially when, people get into sometimes, especially when they're progressing in their business, sometimes we end up plateauing a little bit. So we're going to go over 5 tips. We're going to really, really hit this hard about how to really get that business growing, keep it going, keep it going, and keep it on the top, because that's what we want. We want to keep momentum. All right, these tips are going to tell you, they're going to encourage you to keep momentum, how to really, really hit that momentum and keep it pushing. All right, so guys, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. Definitely share this video with your teams. I appreciate it. And again, we're going to get started here in about 10 seconds. Again, this is going to be very, very crucial. This is definitely going to be a quick video. It's not going to be not going to be a very long one. I got 5 very quick tips. They're things that they're just kind of reminders, so to speak. And what they are is I like to call these they're refreshers. All right, so in business, guys, so as we're really, really focusing, we get ourselves in that groove, we get ourselves in the momentum. What happens is sometimes as you progress, especially when you hit promotions, it happens more frequently when you hit promotions than none. But sometimes when you hit these promotions, and or vice versa, when things happen as a whole, your business starts to plateau off. Starts to get stale. You don't have that momentum going. You're not signing as many distributors. You're not signing as many customers. So what do we have to do? Because it's us. It's not anything else. It's not nothing going on. And it's not tax season. It's not money. It's not economy. No, it doesn't matter. A business that is thriving is going to thrive in a bad economy. It's going to thrive in a good economy. The money does not matter. It's about the value that you're bringing. It's about the value of the product that you are bringing. That is what is going to change it. All right, guys? So very first off, I like to tell everybody, you got to make sure you're working. You got to make sure you're working. Boy, you got to make sure you're working. What's up, Tracy? How are you? Hello, Shannon. Guys, you got to make sure you're working. You got to make sure that you're keeping it up. You got to make sure that you're pushing. And that is going to be a big key. You want to make sure that at the end of the day, no matter what is going on, and I understand, hey, we all got stuff that comes up. You have got to work. You've got to work. Plain and simple, you got to work. If you got something going on in your life, guess what? That's great. It's unfortunate it happens, but guess what? You got to work. Plain and simple. Go to work. These tips do not work if you don't work. Your business does not work if you don't work. All right? And if you got stuff going on in your life, no Starbucks today. No Starbucks today. Now, actually, it's hiding in the refrigerator. I ain't going to tell you I don't have it, but I have it. All right, guys, but you got to work. That's the very, very first thing before we really get started in these 5 tips, all right? So these are things that I've learned to keep our business from going stale. We have not hit stagnant point at all, period, in our business. We haven't. We've continued to have momentum every single month, and it continues to grow, and it continues to grow, and it continues to grow, and it's because we've eliminated and we figured out these 5 tips, all right? Very first thing I want to talk about, guys, learn to be real with people. Learn to be real. And by real, what do I mean? I mean, don't sugarcoat it. Tell it how it is. If you're a fake, if you're a phony, ain't nobody going to believe you. They're not going to believe you when it comes to buying products. They ain't going to believe you when it comes to signing up as a distributor and helping you grow your team. They're just not going to believe you, and that's just how it is. Guys, you got to really, really learn to be real. And I preach this: be original or be broke, so to speak. Be original or be blocked, so to speak. Let me tell you something. If you're not being real with people, people don't know who you are. And if they don't know who you are, they don't trust you. And people that don't trust you, how are they going to do business with you? Be real. Don't sugarcoat it. Keep it 100 and tell people exactly what's going on. Don't keep people in the dark. It doesn't benefit you. Be real with people. That's like the biggest tip. And this is how I like to talk about it. All right. When you first get started in a business, your business booms, say for instance, you've got that warm market, your business is booming. Why is your business booming? Your business is booming because those warm market people, they know you. You've got a relationship built with them. They know who you are. They're there. Hey, guess what? You can count on them. They're there. They're going to be there. It is what it is. But guys, the reason why your business booms is because you're real. The people know you. They trust you. When you're real, you build trust. And when you build trust, guess what happens? People do business with you. Plain and simple. So what do you got to do whenever you stop? Your warm market runs out, because I'm going to be real. I definitely will be real. Your warm market is going to run out. Eventually, you're going to have to start reaching out to people you don't know. Now, we don't send cold messages. Cold messages are the devil. We don't do that. If you've got to really, really focus on building relationships. So why do people do business with you in the first place? Because you got a relationship built with them. Why do you have a warm market in the first place? Why did your business blow up in the first place when you first started your business? Because you have a relationship built with them. So what do you need to do? You need to go out there. You need to be real. You need to build new relationships. Nobody's going to trust you, especially in social media, guys. Let me tell you something. Social media is like a big clique. It's like a big high school. All right? Everybody knows everybody's business. Everybody on your friends list, they all know your business. If you're not keeping it real with people and you're doing some shady shit, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Everybody on that friends list is going to find out about it. They all talk. If you guys are all in a network. Social media is that way. It's a network, and that's literally what it is. It is a network of people. So you've got to make sure that you're keeping it real with people, because people do business with people that they trust. The reason why your business boomed from the start is because these people trusted you. You were real. They knew, hey, you know what? That's Johnny. You know what? I've known that guy for years. I've known him for years. So it's much easier for you to talk to people that you know like that you've known them for years. So if your business is starting to go a little bit stale because you're getting that cold market and you're getting into that, I'm going to send scripts and I'm going to send, guys, people know scripts. Scripts are fake. People sense fake. They sense fake. How many okay, and this is even better. Everybody that's on this Zoom, right, or this Zoom, I'm used to Zooms, but Zooms and lives, I love them. Everybody that's on this live, how many people, I want you guys to drop a 1 in the comments if you can just look at somebody and you go, man, they are full of it. They are lying their ass off. Like, that is not real. That is definitely not how it's working. That is just the biggest baloney I have ever heard in my life. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. And that's the honest to God's truth. How many, we all have those people. We all know those people in our life. They fake it. They don't know it. But you can tell whenever somebody that you don't know, they're just blowing smoke up your butt. They're just doing it because it's like, really, bro? Like, dude, did you really just try doing that? And it even happens with these people that pitch businesses and they send scripts and they send cold messages in the inbox. And it's like, oh, hey, you want to join my team? We make 6 figures in 6 months. Yeah, get out of here, bro. You don't make no 6 figures in 6 months. Let me see a pay stub that says that. You ain't make that. That's not real. If you're real with people, then they trust you. And that's how you develop a bigger warm market. That's how your warm market continues to expand. All right? So going into the next thing, guys, you need to be writing a hundreds list. And we preach this from the start. We preach this from the get-go. Any business is always like, every business calls it a little bit different. Your warm market, they call it a hundreds list. They call it people you may know, whatever it possibly is. You need to continuously keep rewriting this list. This list needs to be something that's a continuance. It keeps happening. You should be adding people consistently to it, but you should take once a month and you should write a fresh hundreds list. And that's people that you really, really focus on getting them started in your business. And hey, maybe somebody stays on your hundreds list, but if they're staying on your hundreds list and they're staying on that follow-up list and you're really, really consistent in pushing them and talking to them, guys, eventually they're either going to tell you, no, I'm just good, and they're going to block you, or they're going to join you. And that's exactly how it works. You know, and you have to be consistent with really, really focusing on that hundreds list. And again, going into focusing on relationship building, that is so crucial. I cannot preach relationship building more than anything. I feel like a lot of reasons why people's business starts to go stale is because they start relying on sending out messages that were working for their warm market to people that are in their cold market, the people that don't know them. And what actually ends up happening is you actually give yourself a very bad name when you do this. People don't trust you. They don't believe you. All right. There are certain things that I will always touch on when it comes to my videos. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. If you don't like it, it is what it is. I'm going to always continuously touch on it. Cold messaging is going to kill your business. Some people can hate me, they can love me, it is what it is, but at the end of the day, you got to focus on building fresh relationships. That is the reason why you have a warm market in the first place. You don't have a warm market because you sent a whole bunch of people cold messages. That's the honest to God's truth. That's not how it works. You have a warm market, guys, because you have built relationships, you have built trust with these people. And in turn, that is what turns into potentials. That is what turns into people that trust you to do business with you. Okay, this is something else too. So this is going to be the fourth one. And this is probably the biggest one. I feel like people's business starts to go stale because they're not focusing on income producing activities. You need to really focus. You need to learn to love Messenger. Guys, you got to learn to love Messenger. Learn to love it because it is there. It's not going anywhere, and your business is made in Messenger. You have to really, really focus on utilizing your Messenger. You've got to focus on using it. It's there for a reason. You can be making all the posts in the world, but nobody's made $1 million from just posting on social media. It doesn't work that way. You're going to make $1 million by messaging people and getting to know them and building relationships with them in the Messenger. You have to utilize your Messenger. And again, that's the importance of that also is going to show the importance of the follow-up. You've got to be messaging people. I find that people they'll get involved in business, all right? And they start doing these businesses and they start doing things. Man, business is booming, business booming. Why is business booming? Because you're talking to people. And then all of a sudden, it's like I don't know, they forget. Like they just forget these business ethics and what they're doing. Guys, yeah, you need to be messaging. But when you're messaging, again, you got to be building relationships. It's very, very plain and simple. You got to be talking to people like they're your best friend. You got to really get to know these people because that in turn is what's going to make them do business with you. I want you guys to think about this. If you talk to 10 people a week or 10 people a month, all right, and you got to know these 10 people a month, and you really got to know them, those 10 people join your business, all right? If you got 10 people a month that you're building a quality relationship with, and again, you should be talking to more people than that, of course, but you got to really, really learn to love that Messenger. Those people that you're doing these businesses with and that you're taking on business opportunity with, these people, man, they're going to love you. They're going to do whatever it is possible to make your business and to make their business explode because they trust you, and that's what it is. And when you're in the Messenger and you're building the originality and you're building these relationships, guess what happens? People don't want to screw people over that they like. Man, if you're fake and you're a phony and they don't know anything about you and you haven't built a relationship with them, do you feel bad about the guy that stands on the corner that's panhandling for dollars whenever he goes, hey bro, can I get $1 from you? Do you feel bad telling him, nah, dude, I'm good, and you walk right past him? Or if that was somebody that you knew, what would you do? You would pull $1 out and give it to him. People will go to war for people that they care about. But if you're not taking the time to really, really build relationships with your team, and this kind of goes again talking about the relationships things. It's not even just about building relationships with new customers, man. You need to build relationships with your team. Your team is your family. That's your unity. Like if you don't know anything about your team and what they're doing, then how do you expect to be able to find who you should be spending your time with? Unless you're one of those people that don't spend your time with anybody, in which your whole organization is going to fall apart anyways. But regardless of that, you got to make sure that you build relationships with people so you know the qualities of their character, and that's exactly what it is. You got to take it. You got to learn everything there is to know. You should know everything there is to know about every single person in your organization. Your organization is a family. It's a family, and that's what it is. It's a family. People don't join a business because they want to join a business. They join a business because of you. So if you're going to get them to fall in love with you and then you're just going to throw them to the wolves and you're not going to continue to build a relationship and build a foundation, how do you expect people to be loyal? You know what I mean? And that's the biggest, that's huge. You got to make sure, and relationships show loyalty, guys. They show consistency, and they really do. They show loyalty. Going into the last thing, and this is where I feel like a lot of people start to mess up. They start listening to too many people, all right? You got to learn to keep it simple. You got to keep it simple. Why did you sign so many people when you first started? Your business is going stale now. So you've been in the business for 6 months. You know what, man? I don't know what's going on. I'm sending messages. You're doing everything else. You're sending the messages. You're building the relationships. But you're just not signing people. It's just not happening. Like, what are you doing? I'm going to tell you what you're doing. You're overcomplicating it. You're in your head too much. You are in your head too much. Way too much in your head. So what do we need to do? Why did you sign so many people when you first started? Let's be perfectly honest. You didn't know shit when you first started. You know what you knew how to do? You had a mouth. You knew how to talk to people. You knew how to stand in front of people and get in front of people. And you knew how to talk, and you knew how to, hey man, this is me. You knew how to make people fall in love with you and trust you. And somewhere along the bridge of you listening to this person and this person and this person and this person and this, you're listening to 20 different people pour into you. That ain't going to benefit you. You got to keep it simple. And not only when you keep it simple, guys, what you're going to learn is that it's replicatable. I don't want to join something where I got to learn a whole bunch of new steps and a whole bunch of new. I got to learn all this brand new mambo jumbo. I don't even know what it is. I got to learn social media. I got to learn 10 different social medias. I got to learn how to do OSP, and I got to learn how to do a lead generator, and I got to learn how to do this, and man, that is too much. That is too complicated for somebody that is coming from a corporate 9-to-5 job that needs direction. And guys, you got to really understand that too, man. A lot of organizations, a lot of people come from corporate structure. They're told what to do. They got a manager that sits over here and goes, listen, man, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to give you a list of to-do stuff today, and you're going to do it. You're going to do it. Those are managers. And again, I'm going to actually make a video on the difference between a manager and a leader. I am very much so going to make the difference because there is a huge difference in management and leading, very much so. And the title of leader does not make you a leader. Let me just tell you that. But you got to really, really focus, again, on keeping it simple. You signed people when you first started because you didn't know what to say. You rolled with it. You were stepping out of your comfort zone, and nothing grows from that comfort zone. You've got to really, really get yourself out there, and that's what you were doing. But you were keeping it simple. You were going to the basics of how to sell products. You were going to the basics of how to talk to your friend that you knew. Every single person that you talk to in this business or in your business, whatever it is, everybody should be talked to the same way. You shouldn't talk to anybody differently. You should never talk to anybody differently. Everybody should be weighted the same exact whenever you go to talk to them. Whether it's your best friend or whether it's some dude that you just met on the side of the road. It doesn't matter who it is. Some guy you just met at the gas station while you were filling up your gas tank, or somebody you just met when you were grocery shopping at the grocery store. Whatever it is, you should make everybody feel like your family. And then not even just that. Don't drop them. Don't sign them up and just think, oh, here you go. No. That ain't loyalty. That ain't building a relationship. That's not going to get any retention that way. You know, I'm a firm believer because I always hear about these people that are mass enrollers in these companies and they sign, you know, they'll sign 20 people up in a month. But, yo, you got 20 people working? Because I'm going to be honest with you. If you sign up 20 people in a month and 19 of them leave and you only got one person working, it sounds to me like you signed one person. And that's just real. And that's keeping it exactly how it should be. You should focus on quality. You should focus on mentoring. A leader mentors his team. And I feel like people that lack leadership skills, they think that oh, I don't need a mentor. I don't need a mentor. Dude, let me explain something to y'all real quick. All right, a lot of us are in business. A lot of us are in business to make money. Okay, a lot of us are in business to make. We all start businesses to make money. Let's be real. A lot of people have children out there when they start a business, and the reason why they want to start a business is because they want to be able to provide for their children or their future children, their future legacy, so to speak. They want to be able to provide for them the way that they weren't provided for. Now, granted, some people do come from money, but at the same time, that money runs out, you know, and you want to be able to provide for your family the way that maybe you weren't provided for, all right? You've got to do this same mentality should be your same mentality for your business. If you're somebody that didn't have an upline and didn't have a sponsor, and it's so funny, and I say this, the people that are successful in my business that didn't have a sponsor and didn't have an upline, you know what? They don't just throw their people to the wolves. You want to know why? Because they went through that. They dug them trenches. They went through that shit. They know what it's about. And they know that a lot of people can't handle that mentally and physically. They just can't do it. So you know what they do? They set them up for as much success as they possibly can. All right? And when you do this and you start implementing, and that's where the layered leadership is going to come from. You are going to develop leaders that way, but when you're spending time mentoring your people, you're going to learn who to spend your time with and who not to. You're going to learn their goals. You're going to learn about them. You're going to learn about the quality of their character and who they are, their integrity. You're going to learn that. But you've got to take time with these people, and you've got to mentor them the right way. And again, I feel like a lot of people will say, well, you know, when it comes to mentoring people, I don't really believe in fully mentoring people. That's not really my thing. Blah, 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 because that's what it is. It's blah, blah, blah. You don't mentor your people, and guess what happens? They hit that stale spot, and they don't believe in themselves, and they dip. If you're mentoring them, and you're setting them up for success, and you're teaching them and being hands-on with them, and guys, let me explain something to y'all. Doing a video call once a month or twice a month, that is not mentoring people. Mentoring people is talking. You should be, if you've got a team, It's so funny I say this. If you've got a team, I guarantee you the people that are doing the most successful in your organization and on your in your business and on your team are the people that you talk to every single day that you have relationships built with. And I guarantee you this is right, 100%. And if you're watching this video and you're believing and you agree with me, the people that are doing the best in your business are the people that you speak with every single day. I want you to drop a 2 in the comments because I guarantee you that's how it is. The people that you spend time with, the people that you mentor, the people that are that you're there for, those are the people that show up. Those are the people that you show them that you care, and guess what? They're going to show up and show you that they care. And that's literally that's such a huge aspect, such a huge aspect. But guys, again, you just got to learn to keep it simple. I mean, that's a big thing. Make sure that you're keeping it simple. Because what happens is as we get going in these businesses, you'll end up finding that people will get started in a business, and the business they start listening to too many people. And when you start listening to a whole bunch of different people, and what ends up happening is you got this guy over here, and again, that guy over there. They're all telling you, they're pouring into you different ways. It starts getting conflicting. The most successful network marketers, and in recent, I've been very, very fortunate to link up with some very, very successful network marketers outside of my company, as well as in my company, and they have all told me, all of them, and these are all successful people. You find 1, maybe 2 mentors, and you follow and you focus what they do, because when you start getting poured into by 100 different people, guess what happens? Your mind goes all over the place. You don't keep it simple. And again, in the end, guys, we're going to talk about IPAs real quick. When you're talking about IPAs, IPAs are making money. Okay, if you're scrolling on the news feed all day long, you ain't making no money. That's just not happening. It is what it is. You've got to make sure that you're doing IPAs and you're really getting yourself focused and really pushing yourself to the next level. And how do we do that? You got to make sure you're building relationships. That's the key. Building relationships is probably one of the most beneficial things I could tell you in network marketing, because again, it's called network marketing. It's not called cold message marketing. Your network determines your net worth. Networking is talking with people. You can look this up in the dictionary. This is like a definition term from Webster. Networking is talking and communicating with a group of people. It never says anything about cold messaging. All right? Networking is talking and building relationships with a group of people. We do network marketing. All right? Keep it simple. All right, guys? Keep it simple. Send your messages out there, but build relationships. Build relationships. Whether you're face-to-face, you're messaging, whatever it possibly is, just do it. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, I definitely appreciate it. Drop me some likes, drop me some loves. Share this video with your team. I do appreciate it. I told you guys it was going to be a shorter one. I didn't go my normal 50 minutes. But hope you guys have an awesome night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.